Hey everyone, here is the information that you will need to know for our chemistry final project this semester. So instead of taking a final exam um, for chemistry, you will need to complete a project. I give you some choices for which project you'd like to do, and those are coming up on the next slide. But the final project is worth 20% of your grade, just like a final exam would be. So it is worth a large portion of your grade. A 0 on this will greatly decrease your grade. Like, take your grade now and subtract 20 if you don't turn in the project. Um, so, hugely important that you do it. Um, it will be due on Thursday, May 13th by 4:30 p.m. So 4:30, end of the school day, is the cutoff for that. So make sure you have it turned in to me before then. You certainly can turn it in early, but it needs to be definitely turned in by Thursday, May 13th at 4:30. That gives you about 3 weeks to work on it from now till then. Here are the choices you can make for the projects you can do. I'm going to go over each one of these really quickly just to kind of hit the high points. I know y'all can read, so I will let you read them in more detail later on. The first choice you can make is to cook something. So there's definitely chemistry involved in most cooking. Um, so as you go through this project, you do need to cook something um, that shows both physical and chemical changes. Right? So you can't just make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Right? There's got to be some chemistry changes. It's got to be something that is eaten at home. Please have some adult supervision, and you'll see where that comes into play a little more later on. Take some pictures. So show me that you are actually cooking whatever it is that you're cooking. Take some pictures, take some video, however you want to do that. You need to explain the chemistry behind what you're creating to the adult that is there: mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, whomever, adult. But you need to explain what chemically is going on as you are doing your cooking. Okay. Then you're going to turn in a slideshow, is probably the best way to do that. So turn in a slideshow that shows your ingredients, your directions. You need to do measurements in both English and metric. There's a rubric. Here's some more information about stuff that needs to be included, so read it carefully. Here's a list of different types of reactions. So you're going to do some research on one of these topics as it relates to your recipe and the chemistry that goes on in that process. Number 9 is one of the important ones. The supervising adult must fill out the form, and it needs to be turned into me. They are not just supposed to sign it, they are actually supposed to fill it out start to finish. So you are not filling this out and then them signing it. They are answering the questions, they are filling it out. Okay, not you, them. That is super important. That shows me that you explained to them verbally what was going on chemistry wise. Okay? Make sure your project contains at least one balanced chemical equation. Here are some key terms that I want you to include at least 5 of as you are working through. Make sure you have your references, anything you looked up. Here is, like I said, that affidavit. So this is the person who was watching and eating your recipe. This is not you filling it out. This is someone else. Okay, that's super important. And then there's a rubric and some helpful sites. Okay, so that's one choice: chemistry, cooking. Next choice is you can make a National Geographic type film. Okay, so some sort of National Geographic type documentary. Video needs to be between 5 and 8 minutes long. It has to have some live action scenes. That means it's not just a slideshow. There's actually action going on camera, moving around. You have to have some data, has to be narrated audio. You can have some music background. Put those references at the end. Here are, again, some vocabulary terms. At least 5 of them need to be included in your video. Some topic choices and a rubric. Okay, so that's option number 2. You can do a video. Option number 3 is a chemistry film festival. Like it says, you need to find a clip from a movie or a TV show that uses chemistry, and then create a presentation to explain the chemistry that is being used in that clip. 10 minutes total. It would be nice if you could include the actual clip. If not, make sure you describe it. There's got to be a very detailed description of the chemistry. Okay, here's some of the requirements. Here is a link to an example video. I won't play all of it right now, but we'll just give you an idea of what they're doing.
Hi guys, this is a chemistry film festival, and we're gonna go through the chemistry in Dr. Stone.
So
reactions to basic flame tests.
From the
you threw salt, copper.
Show.
So we try to release the energy absorbed.
And then
the energy is explains in the atom. They can salt, copper, and sulfur in that order.
So you can see there's some images.
I'm just gonna end this off.
There's some music at the end.
Despite pipes have been installed on the active vents to route the sulfur gases down the slope.
So that's an idea. You can take a clip from your favorite TV show that talks about chemistry or whatever. Here's a rubric. Please make sure, if you want, you can watch that video all the way through, just to give you an idea. The next thing you can do is you can do your own lab experiment. So make a video or slideshow presentation that is longer than 5 minutes, that explains the chemistry going on. Like it says here, if you choose to do a slideshow, there's got to be at least 7 pictures of you performing the experiment. It is very, very important that you do everything safely. Okay, if you need to borrow some gloves or a lab apron, I definitely have those. You all should have goggles. They must be worn at all times in the project. Here's some project ideas. Again, here's a little example video. I'll just play a clip of it. But this girl does baking soda and vinegar balloons. You can see she videotapes her doing the experiment and then talks about the chemistry involved. Oh, it's muted.
Bicarbonate is a base. So when you mix the two, you produce sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide, the hydrogen ion, reacts with the bicarbonate ion to make carbonic acid, while the acetate ion...
So you can see she does her experiment and then gives some good explanation. And again, there's some ideas and a rubric for you. Your last option is to just do a good old-fashioned research paper on a chemistry-related topic, obviously. So 4 pages to 12 pages, that is 4 full pages of typing. That is not 3.5 pages. That is not including the title page. That is not including the references. That is actual content, 4 full pages. That is not 5 words on the 4th page, 4 full pages. So this one also has a rubric and no less than 93 options. There are so many different things in here. Sunscreen, forensics, rocks, hormones, storms. I mean, there's all sorts of different ideas. You certainly don't have to choose one of these ideas. You can choose one of your own. But that just kind of gives you some place to start. All right. So those are the 5 projects you can choose to do one of. It is completely up to you which one you choose. A couple other things. One, you cannot duplicate topics with another student. So I don't want 2 people baking brownies or 2 people doing a Coke and Mentos experiment in their backyard. Okay? They all need to be unique. So I will have a Google form. It will be emailed to you tomorrow. That is April 22nd, Thursday, April 22nd at 4 p.m. So everybody gets the form at the exact same time after they have all had a chance to hear this and think about their projects for a while. So you can fill out that form. Don't wait too long, or else your project might be taken by somebody else. Okay? Super important. The way that you'll know, if you email me your form and you don't hear back from me within like 2 or 3 hours, assume that you're good. If you need to pick a new topic, I will email you back as quickly as I possibly can. Okay? So that is all about your project. Again, it's due on May 13th, which is 3 weeks from tomorrow. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will see y'all later.